love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, and you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, and you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, and you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy. When we're in too deep, and you and I, we got history, yeah. We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. Search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. again. So stick around. So stick around. Leave the world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide where I love. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. They don't know how we love when we're letting close. With you, I know I belong. With that, all eyes on us. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide where I love. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love.
Need to go.
Yo, what up? What up? Oh, sorry, y'all. I was trying to get the dogs back in, but Voodoo felt like she needed to go back out right now. Hindsight 2020. Thank you for becoming a new member. What up? What up? Where's Voices at? Did her ass go to bed? She better fucking not have. She better come up here and talk shit tonight. Sneaking over here on the sidebar to get ourselves in trouble. What up? What up?
I come back. Told you I come back
Hello.
and talk shit with you.
Oh, there you go. Okay, now I was gonna say, what the hell?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you good.
All right. I just wanted to be sure.
All right, who's up on the cuss and discuss list?
I don't know. I guess old Tentacle Toes was streaming me. I should have struck the fucking bitch, but I didn't even well, she's really not worth it. She's got like 12 people in her fucking chat, so I mean I really don't give a fuck, to be honest. But
Fill you in, you're far behind. Where do we even begin? Well, Tentacle Toes got lucky this time.
old Tentacle Toes setting goals. Wolf Rider member for 14 months. Happy 14 months, Biddy Bop. Glad you're here, Kim Brule. Miss Vanessa. Thank you, Bubba. I appreciate you bringing them in before you take off. Thank you.
So between last stream and this stream, Mason and I made up. I broke down. I gave him his treat. I felt guilty. Then he came over and sat on my feet. So I guess we're all good. You were in the bushes. She said she was going to help anyone that wants to strike you. That's what Tentacle Toes said? Oh, he's spoiled. Oh, he's so spoiled. He's a Shih Tzu. Tonight his stress was on shit. Some days it's on the Sue part of it. Oh, I don't know. I feel guilty now that now that I watched this new Spitfire video. I feel guilty now that I did it. Now that I watched it, I got clipped. I feel super convicted. I guess I didn't realize how mean I sounded during that. Oh, Agent 99, if you don't know, you're not missing anything then. Oh, she went on one about Queen being a hypocrite and us streaming. Oh, well. Oh, well. Jackie Blue. Oh, I love that song. Right, Flutter, irrelevant. Well, she's looking for relevancy, I'm sure, Vanessa. End of the month, Got to get those last ones in. I did sound mean. Yes, it is tough love. Oh, well, whatever. Let her private it. We won't listen. She's got 12 people in chat. We won't mess with her. The late summer nights, I know. I've already noticed the sunsets are getting a little bit earlier. Yep, that's exactly what she wants, Wolf Rider. She wants the attention so Queen can, you know, that's the thing. When somebody wants relevancy, they start picking a fight with you. Hey, Cheesy. Yes, I would like cooler weather, but no dark at 5 o'clock yet.
All right, sorry about that. Yeah, I know. I call her Tentacle Toes. I don't give a fuck. I don't really give a fuck about what that bitch got to say. Her 12 people, she can say it to her 12 people. I don't care. And when it's time, I'll strike that hoe. You know what I'm saying? You want to play? You want to play fucking shitbag, or you want me to?
Don't matter. Did you see Spitfire Spotlight did a new video?
Let me see here. You know what? She sent me one, I think, and it said something about you. So hold on, let me go look real fast.
Yes, it is me. It's me being mean.
Hey, sometimes we got to do that. I know a certain Diaper Dino that's been stealing my fucking live streams and stealing my content. Ain't that what she said about me, that I stole her content? Okay, well, it'd be a shame if that channel got struck down and took away from you, wouldn't it? Sure would.
Well, I might have been a little bit meaner than that.
That's okay.
Because I don't like being lied about, especially when I'm not doing
is that what's
what
going on?
they're saying I'm doing.
Is that what's
And
going on?
when you lie about me, I'll show everybody the truth about you. So it's a pretty good video, kind of, but I did kind of be an asshole in it.
Well, you know what? That little fucking cockroach has been unchecked for a while, so sometimes, you know, motherfuckers like that need to be squished in their
I
face.
checked your email.
This video is covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, etc.
Listen, there's 252 of you in here right now, right? So just hear me out on this one. If your middle schooler has a teacher that has a YouTube channel and she uses school store tokens and tickets to bribe her students,
Well, what in the fuck? So this was today?
Yes.
Was this today? Do we have a lag, or are you
Yes.
just not hearing me? We do have a lag? I think we do.
Do we have a lag?
I think so, yeah. We did earlier too. It was pretty bad.
Okay, let me drop down and I'll come back.
All right, let's try this again. Okay, all right. I'm gonna push play on this.
Students to subscribe to her YouTube channel. Would you be okay with that? When that YouTube channel runs over here in this sector, the sector that's known as the asshole of YouTube. And now I realize there's only 242 of you in here. But if you would be alarmed by that, double tap your screen. You don't have to comment. You don't have to say anything. You can just double tap your screen if that would make you alarmed. On top of that, said teacher hangs out with a man who's threatening another creator, who's foiled the other creator, who consistently lies about the other creator, and is stalking and harassing the other creator's minor child. That sounds like predatory behavior. So if you would be okay with your child's middle school teacher hanging out with somebody who exhibits predatory behavior towards teenage children, probably the same age that she teaches, double tap your screen if you're offended by that. Absolutely blank screen. She has bigger things to worry about, because I'm the type of miserable bitch that would contact a school board and not even think twice about it. So there's your warning, shitty pants. There's your fucking warning. And I don't give what anybody says to me out here if I do it. I don't fucking care. Actually, I bet I get more pats on the back for doing it than I do get chastised for it. So keep fucking around with me. That's your warning. Only one you'll get, and you won't see it fucking coming when it happens. Guaranteed. Diaper Dino, stop tagging me in your bullshit. Stop lying about me. Because the more you lie about me, the more I'll show the truth about you. Guaranteed, I'll get more pats on the back for doing it.
All right, that about covers it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below.
I just don't think she's ready for the problems that she's creating. I really don't think that she is. And you know what's really odd to me is, I'll tell you right now, if I found out that one of my children's teachers was on here and they fucking bribed my fucking child to go on and like their YouTube channel and watch Bullhorn Betty talk shit about somebody named Queen Bee, and then you come on here and then you find out who Queen Bee is, then you go look at that chat, then you find out who I talk about, then you go back and look at her friend's chat, the person she hangs out with, and I'll tell you right now, I would be fucking livid. I would be at the goddamn school board on that ass. You would no longer be a fucking teacher if you were bribing my mother student with your fucking goddamn YouTube channel with class fucking tickets, and then have the audacity to say, oh, sorry, I gave those tickets to another student. Bullshit. My ass would be at the goddamn school board, because who in the fuck do you think you are? You are a teacher. You're supposed to be setting an example. You are supposed to be an example. You are not supposed to be out here doing shitbag things, teaching kids to do shitbag things, especially when you work at an alternative school where children already have behavior disorders or problems, disorders and problems. No, bullshit. Bullshit.
Teachers are bound by a code of ethics and standards that each individual employer sets for them, that's built by the district and governed by the school board. And just the fact that she used bribery, just bribery at a base right there, as well as the harm she could open a child up to by this sector of YouTube. And then you talk about her diaper rash best friend. I mean, that's the perfect recipe for disaster. So keep lying, and we'll throw caution to the wind and see how it goes one day. Don't know when. Paybacks are a bitch, though. Yes, old pet rock. Absolutely. Big history of teachers that can get in trouble for online behavior. And yes, cheesy. Yep. I'm buying views. I'm buying subscribers. I'm a liar. All the things. That's fine. Don't open cans of worms that you're not prepared for. It's the internet. Don't play games with crazy people, especially when you got more to lose than they do. Yep. She did a deep dive on my views, comparing them to Queen and Iked Mel, and wanted to try to use agenda-free TV, etc., etc. So, have fun. Yep. And we're not going to, like I said, it's a lot of it. I've done my charity work. I'm not going to do my charity work with that one. What I will do is block her and then report her, and she can stop tagging me in her bullshit because she doesn't understand how vertical live stream works. She just doesn't. It's anybody could do what I'm doing. Anybody could do exactly what I'm doing by vertical live. It just takes work and effort. That's what I think too. I think she's been drinking some fermented lemons. Like the hate and the vitriol that comes out of that. And like she thinks that she's so smart. Just so smart. But Diaper Dino, I'll tell you my secret to vertical live streaming when you tell us your secret to incontinence briefs that you wear. What brand did you use to drive all the way across and take pictures? What brand was it? That's where I'm at with that. You suck at consistency.
Yes. Oh, she looks like a fucking whore in church tonight.
Bitch, did she bang a box of Crayolas?
Look. Let me show you. I got to show you. She looks like, okay, you higher than Cooter Brown or you higher than Giraffe Pussy? Or you somewhere in between, baby? Because god damn. Where you at? Where you at? Holy shit. Think
she's gonna fall asleep and hit her mic?
I don't know. I'm guessing so. Tonight probably be that night. Tonight's gonna be that night.
She did say that her sleep schedule was all messed up and she was gonna have to stay up all day to get back on the right sleep schedule.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Well, hallelujah. See what's going on over here. Let's investigate this. Beach, where you at?
Sometimes I wish I could get a little baseball chewing tobacco going.
Do you?
Afraid to-
You couldn't pay me. I wouldn't go back to it. I'd die. Kill me.
That's your lungs. But like a little bit of chewing tobacco is not nearly as bad. Is that wrong? I mean, I shouldn't condone anything like that, right? I'm just thinking like this.
Look up ground bees. It could be. They look similar. Really, pugnacious? Look up ground bees. They said it could be. You may have beehives inside a wall in your house. So
Oh, bet she's going to say we did it. Bet she's going to say those are our bees in there. Queen Bee done put bees in my house. Bees in the trap. Bees in the trap.
We're looking for the source. We've been trying to find
You ain't going to find it.
No. I think they're honeybees.
Yeah. The honeybees,
I think they're little bitty hornets, and they're going to get you.
Ours is like, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, look at our little bees in the chat.
That's honeybee versus a yellow jacket.
Look up a Japanese honeybee.
Oh.
Why are some of them bigger than others?
Yeah, I think it's honeybees.
I'll be your honeybee.
Okay, why the fuck would she think they were Japanese honeybees? Those aren't native.
Don't.
Look, she said it hurts in the bum.
They
Shoo, you got stung by the motherfucking bee, baby. Shit. You got, look, you got a taste of it now. See now? We fucking around.
We can, Craig will do it. He does all that stuff. I think they're honeybees, yeah. Craig says they're honeybees, he thinks.
I didn't agree until I started looking at these pictures.
They build hives everywhere.
Somebody go tell Craig to come over here and have a conversation with us.
Sometimes bees will make a hive.
You know, Samson,
We'll tell him about the bees, the birds and the bees, and the bees.
And the flowers and the trees and the
I was telling you
moon
about
up
that.
above.
You got it.
I told the boys that I'm going to start making them. They got to.
Let's do a ding dong ditch. I feel like fucking with her.
No, how horrible was that? He loved her.
Oh,
He loved her.
straight up.
So let's troll her. Let's troll and have fun. Let's talk some shit. Let's
That's
die.
so awful. To the sniping sniper, I hear an echo.
Oh, the snipey sniper.
Oh, not our. We're being sniped already.
Who? Oh, she must be.
Already?
Oh,
Why can't you people?
she must be talking about us. I was like, oh, who?
Bitch.
It's us. She's talking about. Stupid. Look, we're gonna play ding dong ditch. Let's go fuck with it. Right, let's make it a game. We want to play a game with you.
Let us make a bingo card. You guys want to make a bingo card? We'll do bingo on them.
All right, cool. Let's do our bingo card. Jay made hers. We didn't get to make ours yet. Let's make ours.
You gotta have no life to be up.
Let's make our bingo card.
Every time she touches her hair.
Jay got to make hers. We didn't get to make ours yet.
Like, imagine having no life and being able to do that.
I'm fucking cracking up because when she said streaming, I was like, who's streaming her? She's talking about us.
You don't know what time somebody's going to go live. They hop on and don't matter. There's no way we can.
Wait, what? We was already coming on here, so you can go fuck yourself. How about that? We didn't come on here to stream, you bitch. We came on here to talk shit. And then you popped on, so how about that?
Yeah. Hey, Barry Wilson, you're not fucked.
Did he just say he ain't been live in several days?
You know what I mean? When I feel called or motivated, that's a channel that with God on. I only do it when I feel like
God-
call it, right?
Yeah.
God told you to come over here and talk to me, Craig. Craigie.
Girl, I got a membership milestone chat. What should I say?
I can understand.
Stay here. Say God said come over and talk to me and Queen Bee and settle this for your wifey.
Okay. Craig.
Craigie said God said you got a feeling to bring your ass on over here.
Wants you to come pick Queen Bee's link. All right. Get ready. Are you watching it, Queen?
She's gonna call her cat calling. Yeah, I'm watching.
I think we're gonna. Let's go ahead.
Fuck, it says unable to send. The bitch has me blocked. Damn it.
Oh fuck. She locked your ass. She blocked it. She double barrel blocked your ass.
Who's doing that, Emily?
Look at this
Dang
bullshit.
it.
Unable to send.
Oh, with the
I'm fucking done. It does too. Look here, we gotta show them. Hold on. Look. She said you unblocked the bitch now.
That bitch really got me blocked.
Mama Duck, you coming up or you staying down there? What you doing?
Really got me blocked.
Huh? Mama Duck, you coming up or you staying down there? What you doing? Oh, you got feedback, baby. You got to close your YouTube out. Don't do us like that now. Come on. You got to close your YouTube. Close out your YouTube or pause it and then hit the link. All right, we ready
somebody
to
can send her a milestone chat. Invite Craig over here to talk with us.
Yeah. Me and Voices want to have a chit chat. Nana, what you doing?
when Tim Curry played the devil. What was that movie? In the
She been live for a little while too. We missed some of it.
Cats. Hello. I'll wear that.
Oh, you know what? I was talking about cats and kittens. That's why she's triggered. I wondered what Tentacle Toes was mad about. I was calling her out. I was calling out her troll account. Her all cats and kittens. She came in here trolling a lot under cats and kittens. She had a lot of shit to talk about under cats and kittens. A little puss. I don't know anybody, but she said she's a nanny. How, bitch? Who would hire you to watch their kids? Stay the fuck away, you CPS calling freak. Little weird bitch.
Listen, you might hire her, but that's not going to work out well, because when the circumstance comes to an end or something happens that she doesn't like, I would be afraid she would call CPS.
Well, just don't use them as bait to see if your boyfriend's a fucking pedo. Don't be locking the refrigerator on him and shit now. You fucking trash bag, CPS, human calling fucking bitch. You gotta listen, Mama Duck. I'm gonna tell you one more time. You gotta pause your YouTube because you got feedback. So you gotta pause your YouTube before you hit the link to come on panel.
Maybe she's a dog nanny.
I bet she might be. You know what? Probably. Dogs or cats. I feel bad for them too. If we're gonna go there. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nope.
You look like a whore.
Yep. Oh. I wish you would start to feel better now that you have an attorney.
Well, hey, beautiful girl. What's up? What you doing, Bitty Bop?
Hey,
What's happening, baby?
I just came on to tell Brittany some things.
Oh, spill it, baby. Spill it.
I have never been so embarrassed of you, Brittany. I mean, you're out there showing your tits. Now, last night you were laying in bed with your significant other, rubbing on them. What the hell are you doing? Are you doing a porn show now?
We wondered the same.
I mean, I'm embarrassed for her, but I'm also disgusted and so glad that I am not with her anymore. I would have never ever put up with this.
That was what I was going to ask you, Nana. How would you have addressed this if this would have happened when you were there? What would you have done?
I would have told her I'm out. Bye. I would have not put up with this, and I can't believe her chat. Can't believe reality. I'm disgusted with all of them. This is just ridiculous. I have never seen anything so. I have no words for it except disgust, and I'm so glad I'm not there. I don't
I've
know why she did this. Go ahead,
I've
Ange. I'm
seen
sorry.
I've seen 2 super chats and a milestone, and they've all been deleted. What Brittany doesn't realize is that every time they delete a super chat, your portion and Google's portion goes to charity. You don't get that money, and Google doesn't get that money. It's 100% donated to charity. So if you moderate a comment, you don't get that money either. So I find it really funny. Really funny that they're so quick to delete the super chat comments if she doesn't like them. So
I don't give a shit about that. I'm just disgusted at the way she's running her channel right now. I've never seen any channel do this. Brittany, what are you thinking? What the hell are you thinking? And you're supposed to be a Christian. I can't. I can't with her.
what part offended you the most?
You mean when I was with her or now?
Now, with what you've seen now, that like what has offended you the most since you've realized like
She's portraying herself as a whore. I'm sorry, but she is. I mean, I have never seen her act like this before. And I'm so disgusted. I cannot believe she's doing this. Brittany, I'm so disappointed in you. I cannot believe you have done this to your channel. And shame on every one of you who are following her and going along with this. And most of you are Christians out there. I could name every one of you that I know are very good Christians. You don't do this. I'm sorry, guys. I just had to vent because I have never been so disgusted in her in my life.
I bet it's
Yeah.
really hard sorry, Queen.
No, I said she's really showing herself, isn't she? She's really showing herself.
I don't know what she's showing except her body and her filth. I don't know.
I bet it's hard to watch that after you had such a high opinion of her, and then now to see her like this, it's like night
Yes.
and day. Like you don't recognize who she is.
I actually thought of her as a daughter, a second daughter. And I'm going to be honest with you, and I don't know if you all have heard this before. My daughter was here, and she was sitting in the background when Brittany called me after my husband had passed. And 5 minutes into the conversation, my daughter said she knew This girl was a grifter. All she wants is money. My daughter saw it. After we hung up, she told me, she said, Mom, this woman is just out looking for money. She said, I've seen it because my daughter watches Instagram. She's not on YouTube and all that, but she is an Instagram person. She said, there's somebody on Instagram that is just like her. She said, you need to walk away from this, Mom.
Oh, Nana, thank God your daughter was there to listen in on that conversation. Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
And
she said 5 minutes into it, she saw it.
I am so proud of you for taking, listen, in that moment, in the middle of your grief and all of that, you could easily have shut your daughter down or dismissed it. But the fact that you actually listened to her and took it to heart and made sure that she didn't do anything for you. Like,
No, I would never do that to my daughter. My
That
daughter
is
has been my best friend forever. And we have been through thick or thin together. So I would trust her with all my heart.
Gosh, I'm so glad for you, Nana. I'm so glad.
I'm sorry, Queen Bee. I don't mean to take over your channel. I just had to get some shit out and just let Brittany know how disgusted I am with her. And with all the chat and the way you talk. I mean, the way they talked about me after I decided to leave and the things that they said about me. And this bitch right here calling me Dragon. I don't deserve the name of Nana. I deserve the name of Nana. You don't deserve to be called Brittany or a mom because your kids would be so disgusted if they saw the way you are portraying yourself on your channel. Brittany, think about this. Think about this. What are you doing? I'm just, as someone that thought of you as a daughter, I'm telling you this as someone that I thought you would look up to me as a mother. And the look on your face right now is what you're going to look like when I'm telling you this. I'm so disappointed in you. I never did anything to hurt you.
Oh, she's mad. She's fucking pissed.
Nana.
The next time you say,
What, is she listening to me?
Oh, bless your heart, Nana. You got her to rage.
Oh, she's mad as hell. She's pissed that you called her a whore.
Well, I mean, your boobies were hanging
She's
out.
rage quitting right now. She's rage quitting.
I don't care. It's what you're portraying, Brittany.
a whore, Nanny, you need to go get Jesus, honey. I don't know what happened to you.
Oh, Brittany, didn't your significant other call me a whore and a hag?
I'm acting like a whore. I'm over here with a man that I've been with faithfully for 14 years. And I'm acting like a whore. Okay.
That has nothing to do with your husband. This is your channel.
I'm not gonna
you're putting yourself out on your channel. Exposing yourself on your channel.
I'm gonna make a new stream.
God, I wish I could talk to her personally.
True crime to be clean.
Tell her, Nana, she needs to hear it.
Them just so I can clean it up. Yeah, because I responded. Yeah, and when I come back, you will not be in no, we're not going to be entertaining anything.
5 kids, never married, didn't claim 3 of them.
I promise you, I'm not going to make you wait 1,000 years. If you can just give me 5 minutes to I'm literally going to end this.
Brittany, if you were my daughter, I would tell you you're portraying yourself as a whore. I'm sorry.
Watching my replay that might not even know me to see all of this. So, exactly. Nothing happened to her. Happy holidays. It's her true colors. That's who she is.
Seriously, her people are sticking up for her right now.
Yep.
They fall off. They don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry about it, Nana.
Publicity on your
This is just
channel.
Craig talking to her in the background. He's a fucking idiot.
You know, say our name, give us publicity, and let's get them done.
Yes.
He has to close his eyes in
So
that
you
house
can
at some
give me
point.
Just a minute. I'm doing it right now. Like literally, not even 5 minutes. I'm gonna pull it right back up.
All right, well, rage quit and then fall asleep in your chair because you got told about
All
yourself.
right. I love you guys. I'll see you in just a minute. Yeah, I don't want this attached. I don't want any of it.
She said, I feel bad for you. Or hold on, I feel bad for Nana. You can see that Nana still cares about Brittany even after the way they all treated her. Well, yeah, and they were talking all kinds of shit about you. I mean, what the fuck?
Don't feel bad for me. I'm fine. I'm fine, guys. Don't feel bad for me. I have never been so happy in my life to get away from that, especially what I'm seeing her act like now. Do not feel bad for me. Feel bad for Brittany. Feel bad that she had to put herself in this position to do this to her channel. I have never been so disgusted in my life. I'm washing my hands to her.
What'd you think about her falling asleep the other night? Non-stop, nodding out.
There's many a times I had to keep the channel going because she fell asleep. I was over it. I was done with it. I was embarrassed. I was done. Yeah, if I fell asleep, I was out. I was out for the night. You know, I've done it probably 3 times on her channel. But you got to understand, I work a job, and I would stay up with her till
You're not running a fucking live stream either. You're not in charge of a live stream. You know what I'm saying?
I was
I mean,
working. Yeah, I was working, and then coming into her channel and staying up till 4 a.m, and then getting back up and going to work. You know, and I didn't just work nights. You know, I worked days too. You know, whatever. It's not about me. I just wanted to tell Brittany what I thought of what she's done to her channel these last few days, and I'm just I'm so embarrassed for you, Brittany, and you should be embarrassed to be calling yourself a Christian. And Brittany, I know you're listening, and I have told you this a million times, and I want you to really look it up in the Bible. You always look up Bible verses in the Bible. There is a Bible verse that says that Jesus wants you to take care of the widow and the children. He wants you to protect the widow and the children. And I was a widow, and you didn't protect me. You shit on me. You had your whole chat shit on me. You had your whole channel shit on me. So look it up. Look it up and read it. Read it a million times. Put it on your mirror so you can look at it. Because you need to protect the widows and the children. Because that's what Jesus said. I'll look it up and I'll find it for you. I'll give you the Bible verse. Because I do know the Bible. I do Bible study every Thursday night. I'm not a holy Christian. I don't walk the way of Jesus. I fall. I make mistakes. But I do know the Bible better than you do. The only thing you look up in the Bible is what serves you. All the verses that you're putting out there is what serves you. Look up the other ones that protect other people. Think about it. Craig, read it. You think you know everything? Read the Bible, Craig. It protects everybody. It doesn't just protect you and her. I'm sorry, Queen Bee.
You're fine. It's all right. Get it out. I'd rather you get it out than hold it in, you know? I mean, you say what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? This is Harley's video. She did we'll do a palate cleanser and give you a break for a sec.
Okay.
Nope, I will never defend them. No, I won't either. These people try to destroy my life every day. I was trying to figure out what you see as a pattern. What I see as a pattern, KJ Mac, is that people, it happens every time. they'll slowly start like defending the people or like justifying what they do. They get to acting like you owe them an explanation. Just know I support you. I will never go to them for shit. The way they act is disgusting. Thank you. Butterflies are free to fly. Thank you so much. Honestly. Hey Kiwi, good to see you. Good to see you, KJ. Yeah, it's just what do you I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes I feel like people how do I even say this? People will expect more from me than they do other creators. Like that now that right there maybe is yeah, and then they start like but KJ Mac, how can anybody justify what those people over there are doing? You know, understand that regardless if you like me or you don't, what these people are doing is absolutely egregious and borderline criminal. It shouldn't happen. I think it's more like
That is the same. I'm having deja vu. I feel like we're listening to Betty because that's exactly what she said. This is terrible and it's borderline criminal. Illuminati with a $5 super sticker says James 127.
There you go, Illuminati. Thank you. I had to look it up to find it. Sorry, go ahead.
Orphans in their distress. I think that's close to what it says. There you go. Yep. So there you are, Beej. Since you don't know, Mama Duck said I was going to drop a link to Baked to be on panel. Forgot how to paste. Well, yeah, you got to put it in the back chat, baby. Unless you're a mod, you can't drop it. Purple Dragon Chill, thank you for being a member for 7 months. Jen, thank you for becoming a new member. And Wolf Rider, I'm happy 14 months. Hugs, loves, and blessings. Thank you, love. I appreciate you.
Can you go back and find that Bible verse and exactly what the number was on it?
You talking about clues?
Yeah.
Yeah, James 1:27.
Thank you.
You're welcome, love.
likely that when they also watch those channels, they leave a door open to their 100%. That's a good comment. It's not a Britney problem. It's gross. It's not a Britney problem. It's gross is what it is. It is gross. It is gross. And what, I mean, and I'm just going to say it, what, even if you get aggravated with me about, like when Craig interrupts or comes on, or thing like I get that and I understand it, but like to full out turn against somebody because why? I don't understand that. Or to go over there and chat with people that not only have attacked my family, but also attack you too. It's just, hey, Charlotte's Webbing, good to see you, babe. I don't know. It's just really frustrating. Really frustrating.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I interrupt too all the time. All the time.
I mean, we're nerds a lot.
Mhm.
Nana, I don't want you ever to feel bad for how you're feeling right now, because in the middle of your darkest hour, this person decided to be an extreme asshole to you and disregard grief. And congratulations on her for not understanding grief and how badly you hurt during that time. And that when the initial newness to everybody else, it wears off. And here you are 2, 3, 4, 6 months, 8 months down the road, and you're still feeling awful and miserable. And people are wondering why you're not over it or why things hurt so much. So I really understand. And please don't ever apologize for those feelings, because at a time when she should have been doing and being the most compassionate that she could possibly be, all she was thinking of was her own personal financial gain at your expense.
I don't feel bad at all.
That's not a friend ever.
I don't feel bad at all. I really don't. And a lot of people think, well, Nana's grieving. Nana lost her mind. Nana needs to go get help. No, Nana doesn't. Nana is grieving, and it's going to be 2 months, the 3rd of the next month coming up, which is only in a few days. It'll be 2 months. How do you get over it? How do you deal with this? When will it end? When will
Never.
your grieving end? I don't
Never.
know. There is
Never.
no time limit on it.
Nope.
But I don't need people in my life that are going to make it worse for me while I'm going through what I'm going through. And it's not about me. I don't want it to be about me. But I think people that have lost their husbands, and I'm sure there are people out here in this chat that have, or there's people that lost their wives. It's the worst thing you can go through, and children. You know, no one wants to bury their children. And would you want somebody coming after you at that time and turning everybody against you when you tried to go out and just say, I realize life is short. I just want to tell everybody I'm sorry for hurting you because I want to go out of this life knowing that I'm forgiven for what I've done to you all? Where did I go wrong? How did I go wrong with that? I don't understand. So no, I don't feel bad. I don't have any remorse for what I did. I will never, ever feel bad for what I did because it came from my heart and I meant it. I meant it to everybody. I hurt Clue really bad. And every time that Clue plays those clips, I cry because it hurts me that I did that to her. I don't know, Queen Bee, if I ever hurt you. I don't think I did. I didn't know much about you.
I mean, I let a lot of the shit roll off my back too. You know what I'm saying? So I
But
don't
if
know
I
if
did, I'm
you
sorry.
did,
I don't know if
what
I've
it is.
ever personally apologized to you.
I don't recall any.
I don't remember.
I can't get over. You know what I mean? So
I know
it's
I hurt Clue more because Clue was like her
Yeah.
center of focus, and
yeah.
I don't know why I let somebody get into my head like that and let me. I mean, they're all saying, well, Nana changed. Nana's not the normal person she was. No, I wasn't the normal person when I was on Brittany's channel. That wasn't me. That's not the person I am. That's not the person I am in my real life. I don't know why I did the things I did. I
Well,
guess
it's
I got.
easy to get, it's easy to, because, well, you come onto this platform and you don't really know. Usually it's a case that brings you here. Most people end up here during a case. They find a creator or they hear a creator going over it, or, you know what I mean? You'll see something on Facebook or you'll see something on here. You get into it and you don't realize the creators that you sit with. Sometimes you will lose yourself doing stuff with them or for them, or sitting in their group. You start to catch on to things they say and do. You start doing and saying those things too. And you realize, like, damn, I'm really not like this. This ain't really, you know what I'm saying? This ain't really for me.
Yeah. And I got quiet when I figured that out. I got real quiet.
I mean,
And
hey, it happens.
stopped.
I think it
I
happens to
stopped
everybody.
corresponding in it. Did I sit in her chat? Yeah. That was because I felt obligated to help Brittany and keep her channel going till 4 in the morning when she would pass out or whatever she did. I don't know. I have no idea what was happening with her. You know, was she staying up too late and not going to bed when she should have? I don't know. I don't know what goes in her life, on in her life. I'm not there. I don't live in her life.
Well, that very well could be true. I mean, she could be, she could be tired, but I very well don't think it's just her being tired. I mean, you've been a mother, you've stayed up late, you've worked a job where you've had to go to work, come home, cook dinner, clean the house, get your kids off to sports, go take them to sports practice, come home, get dinner ready, do laundry, get bath time ready, do baths, get homework done, get, you know what I'm saying?
And then go to the second job.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did it. I did it for 15 years. Yeah.
Exactly. So I mean, you didn't just sit there and just fall asleep every fucking night on yourself. I mean,
No.
god dang.
No. No. It's not all about that. I wanted to come up here and just let her know how disgusted I am. These last few days I've watched her channel.
Well, and
I've
listen,
just,
she's clearly not started her live. She could clearly come in here and take a link and say what she wants to say. There's a clear opportunity and a prime opportunity to have a conversation. Like,
Right.
I
absolutely.
would drop.
I'm
I would
keeping
inst-
open. No, it's not like I would
Yep.
not let her up here if she clicked the link. I just think that she's too scared to click the link.
I would. I would want you to. I would want her to tell me what she really thinks of me to my face. Well, it won't be to my face, but
Who said she's
you
horrible?
know,
I'm sorry, but she really has problems. She just lies so easy, it's scary. Yeah, that's so true though. She will tell a lie quicker than fuck. And not only that, she believes herself. That's the worst part about it. Is instead of saying, you know what, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I should have never done that, or whatever the case may be, she'll just lie.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It just rolls right off her fucking mouth. Lie.
If she gets caught in her lie, then she has to backtrack and try to figure out how she's going to get through it, like she did when she called me Nana,
Yeah.
the drunk.
Well,
You
yeah, because
know,
you've seen it. You knew that. You've seen it in the messages.
and I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna lie to you. There wasn't times I didn't drink,
Right.
but I'm not a day drinker and a night drinker all day long. It
Well, I
just,
mean,
I can't function in life like that. You
Clue said,
can't.
"Don't be upset. I'm not BJ. Don't hold, and I don't hold a grudge. And honestly, she brings out the worst in everyone. So
Yeah. I mean, do I still have some of my beliefs and some of the things that I thought about true crime? Sure. Change my mind on some of it, but right now, I was never so disgusted when she made a big skeptical about me going into Seth's when he did his last live. How could you do that, Nana? How could you go in there knowing that you're on the other side and you're against him? I personally don't think Seth feels that way because I know Brittany, and I will tell you, there are other creators that I still talk to that don't hate me like you do.
Hi guys.
So
Oh,
it's not just
sorry.
you, Brittany. It's not all about you. No, go ahead. Go ahead, hon.
Hey,
I want to hear.
Cheesy.
Okay. Hi guys. Nana, I think what happened is, and a lot of people have this. They look through rose-colored glasses, and you believe that she cares about the kids, and that's what you were up here for, or up there for. And you truly believe that, and she does the religious manipulation and stuff like that. So you believed that she was very religious and really believed in what you were believing in. And, on this side, we don't hate Seth. We just hate some of the things he was doing. We weren't against Seth. We didn't, we didn't, we weren't attacking him like everybody thought we were. We were just talking about the stuff that he was doing, like putting all that nasty stuff about Sebastian, stuff that a parent shouldn't do. That's what we were talking about. We weren't. My heart breaks for Seth. He's lost his kid,
Mhm.
as well as Katie and Chris. I feel bad for all three of them
I do too.
because in my eyes, I don't think any one of them had anything to do with it.
We don't know. We have no idea.
No, we don't know. That's my opinion. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking. But like I said, I feel bad for all three until there is proof that one of those three did it or all three. My heart breaks for them.
Right.
Now, if we find out that they did do something, well, then I'll wish that anything that can come to them legally comes to them,
Exactly.
include,
And that's
but
exactly how I feel. A lot of people say, "Well, you said that you would you would support Seth even if he was guilty." No, I never said that. I said I would support him until the end because I knew he was a grieving father and I would support him until the end. Do I support Katie? Yeah, I do. Do I side eye Chris? Yeah, because his words were very harsh to a lot of people and some of the things he said and the things he said about Sebastian. But you're right. Seth is not perfect either. You know, none of them were perfect. You know, I would have. I wouldn't have went to social media, to be honest with you, if my child was missing. Knowing what I know now, you know, I wouldn't have.
Well, and that's the thing. We're fortunate enough to see what YouTube does to these families. So we know it. So if God forbid anything like that was to happen to one of us, we know better. But a lot of people don't. They think, "Oh my God, they're gonna get my kid's name out there. They're gonna tell everybody about it. It's so great, you know." But they don't understand some of the evil that can happen on YouTube. I mean, sometimes YouTube can be a great tool if it's done right. But yeah,
Well, I'll be honest with you. When I first started with Brittany's channel, she was good. She really did follow the true crime. But then it just started changing and changing and changing. And look where it's at now.
But Nana, that really wasn't her. That was the people that were on panel with her that did the research. The only thing Brittany did was set up the live stream and click go live. Everybody else did the research for her.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know some people did some research, but I don't think all of her stuff was everybody's research, because I don't know. I didn't work behind the scenes. I wasn't in the mod chats. I didn't work behind the scenes, and I never did any research for her. I was just on her channel to commentate with her and kind of just be with her. I wasn't a co-host. I didn't feel like I was, like Craig says, a movie star or anything up there. I didn't feel like that. I just wanted to help find the missing children. I wanted to bring awareness for the missing children, and that's what I did. And it all backfired on me. You know, I won't ever do this again. You know, I won't even have my own channel, because it's just been, it taught me a lesson, you know. I mean, I
well,
have
not
a
all.
very, go ahead.
No, I was going to say not all channels are bad. Not all, not all of it ends this way. You know, I mean, like we have great discussions about some of the missing children and some of the missing cases, and we just have discussions about it, which is great. You know,
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can find a land in a home where you like, a channel that you like and can relate with everybody. You know,
Right. I hope I can. I hope I can someday, because I really did enjoy that. And I was never shy to talk to people, or, you know, I hope I can someday. But at the moment, I'm kind of burnt, you know. And I do enjoy your panel, Queen Bee. I never watched you before. I only saw what other people portrayed of you. And I'm sorry that I didn't see who you really are, because you are funny and you're very respectful.
It's all right, baby. I promise. It's all right. It
Yeah.
happens, you know. I mean, it is what it is. When you get in these, I mean, when you get into these, into these groups, or group up with the creators and stuff, and then you have these cases and back and forths happen. I mean,
Yeah.
you're sitting with somebody that you really, that you really fuck with heavy, that you like, that you respect, that you, like you said, you thought of her as a daughter. So you're gonna
Yeah.
stand behind what happens, and then you see people, which you and what she says, they're being mean and bullying me, and they're being nasty to me, and they're doing this to me. You really believe that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All
So
right,
I mean,
guys. Go ahead.
no, I said I just think it is, it's as tough as it is. It's just a tough lesson that we all have to learn sometimes, just.
Yeah. And I'm sure I'm going to catch hell from everybody about what I did tonight, because Brittany is going to make it all about her, and Nana's a bitch. And I don't care, Brittany. You can say anything you want about me. It doesn't hurt me anymore. Because you know what? The thing that hurt me is losing my husband. That was the biggest heartache I could ever have in my life. Losing you was not like that. So, I have this to go through and I will get through it. And Queen, I am going back to work. I start work on Sunday.
Are you good? Good. We'll
It's
keep your mind
That's
sweet.
awesome.
it's the best thing I could do. I need to get back into the real world,
Yep.
because those are my people. And I went into work tonight and bought a few groceries, and I saw some of my customers, and
You
my
just
boss
miss
is
them.
telling me that all my customers are asking about me when I'm coming back. And not that I think I'm this wonderful person, but I've worked there 5
Well,
years.
no, but you know what? Right. Being there and being around people, being at home and being in the silence and him not being there, it's really dwelling, huh? It's like
Yeah.
really, it's just the silence is just eerie, isn't it?
It's horrible. It's
It
horrible.
is. I know and I'm not, I mean, I got my kiddos, but when they're teenagers, they're fucking running and having a good old time. You know what I mean? They're summertime, they're having a ball, and
Mhm.
my babies are gone. It's quiet here. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? It's a different loss, but it's still, it's
Yeah.
tough.
I don't sleep. I hope to get some sleep. I hope to get back into all
It's gonna
that,
be hard. You'll get into routine when you're ready. When it's just it'll be a whole new different routine, whole new world for you.
You have to
It's
just take step by step. You can't, you got to just work at it. And
One thing my dad told me when he lost my mom was you cannot rush the grieving process. It's going to take time. It at least a year because you have to go through all of your firsts, all of your first Christmas, your first anniversary, your first birthdays, your first everything without them. You have to go through all those first, and that's what my dad told me. I've never lost a spouse, thank God. I still with my husband of 32 years. But I wanted to tell you real quick. It was kind of a funny story, but kind of a sad story. But with Ozzy Osbourne dying. Um, when I was a child in the 80s, I wasn't allowed to listen to Ozzy Osbourne because he was the devil, right? And but my when my mom passed away in 2002 at 59, my dad, he was only 59 also. He liked to come over to my house. He liked my recliner, a big overstuffed leather recliner. Well, anyways, when my mom passed away, he didn't want to be at the house alone, so he would come over to my house. I would come home from being out and about, and here he would be sitting at my house. And every time he was sitting there, he would sit there and watch hours of the Osbournes TV show. And he loved it. He absolutely loved that show. And he's like, I really like these guys. They really stick together. Their family, they're always together. And he just loved it. And what's so funny about it is because when I was a child, I was not allowed to listen to Ozzy Osbourne. So it's kind of funny little story.
yeah. And it was probably something he wasn't allowed to do either. So he felt
Yeah.
like, okay, well, now I have freedom and I can do this.
Right.
It's kind of like some things I'm cooking now. He didn't like me to cook broccoli or cauliflower or cabbage in the house because it stunk. And I loved it. And now I'm cooking cabbage and cauliflower and broccoli. And,
Yeah. There you go.
it's just, I don't know. Those little things are kind of fun. It's like, I'm sorry, but, here I am doing it. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for having me up, Queen. I just needed to tell Brittany that. And I'm sorry she didn't understand it again. I wish she'd just listen to me just one time. Not that I'm always right, but I am 68. I have lived a life. I've raised a wonderful daughter and with great morals, and I could have helped you, Brittany. But I don't think there's
Well,
any help. I don't think there's any help for her, to be honest with you. I think she's too far gone. She's not willing to listen. She's not willing to understand. And it's beyond my control. It's out of my control, is what I should say. And
Yep.
it's not my problem, you know. But I
You have a
do,
big heart, so you can't help it. You still worry about people that you still care for. You know.
I do worry about her. Yeah, I do worry about her. But I don't know if it's her. I don't know if it's him. I don't know what's going on, but things have changed and not in a good way. And it's a shame. It's really a shame. I don't know.
Well, sometimes we have case discussions up here, and I'm sure Queen don't mind you coming up. I can't speak for Queen, but I'm
Yeah.
saying, if we ever have case discussions and she's got an open panel, I'm sure you're welcome up.
No, I don't mind doing that. I don't mind speaking my mind and saying what I think. Am I right all the time? No. But I guess opinions are like assholes, everybody has one. So
Ain't that the truth?
but at my age it's like I don't care. I really seriously, I don't care what people think about me at my age. It's like if you don't like me, you don't like me. If you like me, you like me. It is what it is. Because
The older we get,
it's not gonna hurt
the more
me.
that comes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not gonna hurt me because I'm gonna do what I want to do because I don't have much time to live. I'm gonna enjoy my life while I'm living it. I'm not gonna let anybody control me. And I felt controlled. And I'm so glad I'm out of that. You can't control me anymore, Brittany. You can't control me. And as young as you were, you thought you could. No, you can't. I got wrapped up in it, and that was my fault. So you have no control over me. All right. I'm going to go to bed.
Well, congratulations on going back to work. I'm sure that'll be nice.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's only 3 days a week, but, it's just something
Yeah, but
to
it's
do.
getting back into your routine,
Yeah,
bring back some normalcy to your life.
right. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I don't know if you are. My little kitty's down here looking at me like, you're going back to work, Mom? You're leaving me?
Yeah, they don't like that part, do they?
No, I have 3 of them, so they're like looking at me like, you're not leaving me, Mom. But okay. Well, good night, everybody. You have a good night. I'm going to get back and chat and I'm going to finish listening. I'm going to lay in bed and listen to y'all. So,
Good
have a
night.
good night. Thank you for listening to me. Good night.
Take care.
Well,
Man.
Stephen, I'm really sorry for your loss. I'm really sorry, buddy.
I was gonna say, what you up to, man? You want to come up and shoot the shit? Crack the link, man. Come on. What you been up to? Come up and shoot the shit with everybody. Might do you some good, man. You've been down and out. Come up and hang out for a minute. Sinrisa, are you still in here, love? I sent you a message in Discord, but you said something about you can't get in there anymore. You want to send me an email? Are you doing okay, baby? If you're still in here, send me an email and I'll send you a new link or something. It shows that you're still in there, but I'm not sure what's going on, baby. I hope you're doing okay. I worry about you. Steven says they are such assholes. They were like, well, the first is right here, so I have to go get the rest in the morning and go late. It's the hardest fucking thing to look at the chair where they came in. He's talking about your stepdad, man. Is that what you mean?
If you dismiss the poll, the link's underneath the poll. Once you dismiss the poll, the link is there.
Go take it down too. Take that poll down. Here's the link too if you need it. I just know he's having a real hard time. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be nice to come up and chit chat a little bit.
You guys, I don't know what I would have done over the past 7 months without leaning on the internet community here. I am just finally starting to feel okay. But I was, if it wouldn't have been for you guys, I was lost. I was devastated and really didn't know if I'd come back from it. So I I get it. And then being out here, it's so easy to get sucked into doing something, to being somebody that you wouldn't be in your everyday life.
It really is. It really is. What's up, Steven? You up here?
Yeah, I'm up here.
What's
What's up,
up,
guys?
man? What's going
Uh,
on, bud?
Nothing. Yes, I can't sleep for shit. I went to go to bed, man, because I was working yesterday. I had to do two different jobs, and I got my son at 3, dropped him off, and went back. And I was at the GM plant doing electrical stuff there until damn 1 a.m. Got off, went back, went back at 7, and then my mom calls me. And dude, it's crazy how fast I hate to say this, man, but and I get business is business, dude. But these apartments, man, they know shit was like, yo, the first is right around the corner, and they was gonna let her get his stuff this weekend, and they were like, no, can you get it out before before or by the first? So essentially, today and tomorrow. So I went and helped
No.
her with it. It's just messed up, man, because I don't know if I told you the story somewhat, so he had called my mom, and he had the severe infection, and he had pneumonia, and essentially he was hallucinating. He told my mom that there was demons all around him, all kinds of crazy shit. She's got some of the most haunting voicemails you'll ever hear in your life.
No.
And dude, it was wild, man. And so my mom was outside with the grandkids because she's raising 3 grandkids. And so she comes in, she says she goes to call him back, and she's like his whole demeanor changed and said, It's done now. And she's like, what are you talking about? It's done. You'll see. And she's like, Steven didn't even sound like him. And she's like, he had been sick, and his home health, man, sucked. They were supposed to be there 4 days a week. They had been lying, didn't never seen him on Ring camera. We checked his phone records. They never called like they said they did. And he had just had half his foot amputated, probably about a
Oh,
month
that's
and a half.
terrible.
Yeah, he was a type 1 diabetic since he was 3. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I love him to death, but he did not take care of himself. He had really bad neuropathy. I mean, this man, when he was in his early 30s, 6'2", solid muscle, 7% body fat, just a man of man. You know what I mean? And he was 140 pounds when he passed. So it's sorry, I try not to choke up, man. It just sucks because I feel like home health failed him. Him and my mom would end up separating later on. And I'm somewhat angry at her, because I'm like, why wait this long if and then he shouldn't have been living on his own. There's so many things I could say, but it doesn't bring him back. And
Right.
at the reality of it, and I'm sorry if you said something, y'all, am I delayed at all?
No, I'm agreeing with you. I just said right.
Okay, I didn't know. It sounds like maybe y'all can't hear my echo, can you? But I can hear me. So hold on, just a second. Let me turn this damn phone down because I'm a loud mouth. But long story short, so about a month and a half ago, when he got this procedure done to his foot, right? So he couldn't even feed it. Like, when I tell you he couldn't feel his feet, it was like, you remember Adam Sandler when he plays in a movie and his foot's frozen and he could beat it. You know what I'm talking about? Was it Mr. Deeds or something like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Same shit. And he used to make us laugh because he would be like, he would do stupid shit like that. Wasn't a great idea because look what happened, but it's wild to think of how fast somebody's here. And I guess somewhere in my head, he's my stepdad. This man's been in my life since I was 10 and a half years old. My my whole life consists of my grandfather and him. So, he's my dad. And even though I didn't get raised by him essentially and raised by my grandparents, he always included me in everything he did with the boys, my 3 brothers. And so, and there's 4 of us. I'm the oldest, then it goes Christian, my brother Matt, and then Timmy. And it's just wild, man, because we were all talking about it. He had always told us he lost the ability to walk. He don't know if he would make it long. And about 3 weeks ago, he had called mom and had essentially made her make a list because he swore up and down he was fixing to die. And he did the same thing to me and my wife. And I think that's what's got me the most, because I was like, nah, Dad, you got 9 lives, man. I watched this man's blood sugar be 22 several times, be low enough that he should have not have made it. And he pulled through. And I'm like, he's a fucking superhero to me. Like, this dude he's got 9 lives. So of course when he tells me this, I'm like, Dad, you're not going to. And I'll never forget. And I think that's the part that gets me. And my wife will tell you this. He said, Steven, son, listen. And I'm like, and I mean, in a tone that was like, oh shit, he's not playing. And I remember looking at Lauren, and he said, please write this down. I got your mama to do it, but I need you to. And I'm like, okay. So in my phone, there's a list of notes that the toolboxes, the things that would go where. And it's like he knew, you know what I mean? And that's what's hard for me to understand. And today, he was cremated. And the craziest part about all of it is if you go back to that month and a half when his foot got amputated, 2 weeks after the fact, he gets put in the hospital because home health care did not clean his wound bandage. My dad could barely take care of himself, man. And no shit. When they take half of your foot and all that stuff, it's like the wound care you get is kind of pretty extensive. Well, the fucking home health care nurse, no shit, did not change the first tier layer in what they were calling pigskin or whatever the hell it was. She left it and then just rebandaged the outer layer. And then so he ended up in the hospital with an infection. Then had to get a port or get vancomycin through his port, and it was just I don't even want to tell y'all because y'all are gonna play like that's crazy and nasty. And it's not like he didn't take care of himself. He took showers and everything like that. He just, I don't know. He had a maggot. They found a fucking maggot in his foot, man. And that was when
Wow.
we started arguing with home health care. Like, what the fuck is going on? And so,
That honestly sounds like you have grounds for, like,
my
yeah,
mom is. She absolutely is.
you need to
Oh,
be really
good.
cautious what you're talking about, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
There's
gonna
some
just leave it at that. But again, she's going. She is, and thank you for saying that because I'm gonna have to stop because we know how fast shit travels. But it's just unfortunate, man. I think like all of us. I know this. I've lost a parent. You feel like they're gonna be here forever, and my mom had me when she was 16, going on 16. Her birthday is actually a month after I was born. I was born in September, and she's born in October. But at the end of the day, my stepdad was young too, man. He was 53. And it's just like, holy shit, man, I'm 35. And when you think about ages, like y'all, like I know y'all understand, it's like, damn, that's not old, man.
No,
I'm
my
at
mom was 59 when she went. Both my brother and sister went at 45.
Oh, I bet and see, my heart breaks for you. I know that's scary for you. Like that's a hard thing to one process because that's your family. And like your age, you're around that, and you're like that. So there's a secondary thought there too. Like shit. I need to make sure I'm like going to the doctor and everything's good. And
Right.
I'm so sorry for that. I didn't know that's a lot of loss.
Yeah, and I'm the baby of the family. So when the year I turned 45, my whole family was like, "Oh my God, you made it!" Yeah.
It's just crazy, man. I feel like y'all gonna laugh at me, man. I swear to God, I blame some of the food today, and I'm like, man, it's processed, just a lot of processed and junk food. And we're so quick we live life in such a fast way now, in a fast pace. There's a lot of me that thinks all this that happened, maybe it's God's way of telling me to slow the fuck down because my ADHD is off the wall. I make impulsive decisions. I do stupid shit. And I'm like, maybe this is my way of like getting a reality check to humble me back down and being like, hey man, chill out. And who knows? It's a brutal lesson if you ask me, but I'm just trying to take it as that. I know, like Queen said, she'll tell you she's first off, shout out to everybody in the chat, man, and all y'all in Queen's group, because y'all are some fucking real people, dude. And Queen most definitely going through what she's going through with her loss. I mean, just because just because it's a pet or an animal, the, the type of bond and love, it doesn't matter. It hurts. It's the same as losing a person, man. I mean, she bonded with these birds, and I mean, I mean, shit. What did she say? Over 10 years, like that's a heartache that doesn't just go away, man. So, and she
That's
still
right.
checked on me, man. Of all things, like texted me, and it's like that's the realest shit.
Yeah, she's not the hard ass everybody thinks she is.
I know. It's funny. It's like I told her the other day on the phone. I was like, "Man, you're like one." I was like, "You're no shit, one of the strongest people I know." And then, but you could hear in her voice, like, and I'm sitting here trying to like be strong as shit. Like, no, I ain't gonna choke up right now. Like, but you could hear it. Like, my wife had a bird, and I was out of everybody, mom, my wife watches Queen, and that's who we actually watch at night when we're getting ready to go to bed and stuff. And it's become one of her favorite people because, dude, my wife will get the belly laughing at Queen's laugh, and it cracks me up because I don't. It's just hilarious. You gotta understand. My whole wife, like, literally fucking shakes when she laughs. It's hilarious, but it's it's just cool how y'all's community and how her community and all y'all are there to back people up and support one another. And it's real crazy that you see what's going on. Obviously, with somebody I won't mention because getting dragged into more shit that I don't need to get myself into. But you know, I don't know. You know what's real and what's not, and hopefully, people who are not. I'm hoping people are waking up, and it seems like a lot have in the recent weeks. So, Pin, thank
I
y'all
agree.
guys.
I took the dogs out, so I missed a little bit of what she was saying. Roro, you're up here with us.
Hey,
Hi,
baby.
Ro.
Hey, what's up, Steven? I just wanted to say, honey, I'm so sorry, and I get it. But one thing, is your stepdad told you um, what he couldn't handle in his life, and I truly believe some people. I've seen it with somebody in my husband's family. She was perfectly healthy, fine, ballroom dancing, uh, doing all the things, living life, and lost her brother. And so there was just one brother and her left. And she was scared to death that she was going to be the last sibling.
Oh
And
wow.
within 3 months, she died. There was nothing wrong with her. She willed herself to die. We watched it. And the mind is a very powerful thing, and you can 100% do that. And that's when you have to.
That
Um,
breaks my heart, man.
but
I
and I'm
get
not
it.
telling this to make you sad or whatever, but I'm just
No,
saying that
I know
that
what you
was
mean by it.
his line. And I get the whole, like, my stepmother, she was my stepmother since I was 11, right? And I lost her last year, and then I lost my dad in March, and then I lost March 2nd, and then I lost my sister-in-law April 19th.
Oh
So I
wow.
get it. And that was sudden. My sister-in-law, well, both my dad and my sister-in-law were sudden, like, shocking.
And
But
and I think that's where it is, right? Because I had just talked to him. He had texted me the night before, and I was working, and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I was like, "Not much." And he's sitting there, man. And what broke me the most, bro, was when I walked into this apartment. It's a little one. It's like a studio, and it was very small, and he was alone. I'm trying, and you think of all the bad shit. It's like it's hard to think of all the good things when you're sitting there, and it's like, and I just sat in a chair that was his, and I'm like, damn. And do you know when the Y'all want to hear something nuts, bro? You're in the medical field, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm retired, but yeah, I was.
so they get there, and when he tells my mom that, my mom knew something was up. So my mom immediately calls the sheriff's department. He used to work at the sheriff's department in Macon County, and so they all know him. And Derek was real bad. That's his name. My dad was real bad about fighting when his sugar was low. So they thought it was that kind of episode. They get there and they delayed because they were waiting for backup, and it took 43 minutes to get back up there. And then he literally was talking to them, and he says they come up. It's my brother has it saved on the scanner stuff. They say he's up and he's alert talking. He's saying he's tired and he wants to go to sleep. And my mom's like arguing with these people. So we knew somebody that was the paramedics that lived down the road and a family to us, and was like, "Hey, can you get to him?" And so they go and check on him, and they said he literally said, "All right, I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm tired." And by the time the sheriff's department got there, they realized his sugar wasn't low. They hadn't even checked it at this point. I shit you not. Because when I tell you my dad did not take care of himself, I'm not saying that because I'm downplaying him or that I wish he would have, man. But maybe so many years of being like that, there's a point where you give up, and you could kind of see the wheel go from somebody when he's losing his ability to walk. When he once was an amazing football player, and he had all this just a great dude,
It sounds
and
like that was his biggest fear.
it was
Yep.
absolutely it was. And my mom told me, like what you were speaking of. My mom even said, "I think he knew because he had gave up." And he told my mom that apparently that he was seeing these demons. They're not touching him, and that his grandma had visited him and said it was time to come home. When any other time he ever saw her, she wasn't ready. And
Right.
that's what it was weird. My mom's like, "I'm telling you, something's not right." And sure enough,
Now,
That's the infection.
some of that can be infection too, honey. Okay, so
okay,
the demon stuff and all that stuff that can be infection, because when you have bacteria, it releases toxins and yeah, so that kind of stuff. But
they were giving him Banco again. I do know
well,
that. So when they got
well,
him to ICU, that's what they were giving him. But I don't know much more than that. We're waiting for tox report, but I don't. They never
yeah,
told us how long that really takes. Like I've just know from true crime, to be honest. I know it sounds stupid, but I just figured it'd take forever.
yeah. But just like, um, but I get it. My dad had a stroke December 28th. And my first prayer, and he lived independently, just live life. Just he's planning on coming to the beach in March, ended up dying in March, but just lived independently and everything. And my first prayer at 12:10 this year, my very first prayer of the year was, I don't care about him driving. We can worry about that. Um, but my very, but if he couldn't live independently, and he was going to have to live in a nursing home, um, just to go ahead and take him. And he did 3 months later. And um, so and I get being in your dad's house. I do. I moved I was at my dad's house for 3 weeks. I touched nothing except for his glasses and his watch, and I laid them on his nightstand. I didn't turn on his television because I didn't want the volume changed or the channel changed.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't want to touch anything. And then and then I had to go back, and he had passed, and I had a week to plan a funeral, and he lives 12 hours away, and to get his house ready to sell. And it's a lot, man, I get it. But the best thing you can do, the best thing I did was find somebody you can do it on Zoom. and find somebody to just kind of talk through stuff with, um, because it brings up your own mortality. And like you've even said, hey, is this a way of God saying I need to slow my roll a little bit? It might be, but stuff that doesn't need to be shared on YouTube and the internet, that's personal, the best
That's
thing
the
I can tell
biggest thing
you to do.
I needed
Hmm.
to learn that a long time ago. And that, it's funny you say that because somebody texted me today and we were talking about that. And it says the biggest thing, there's somebody running their mouth because they're upset because some really good people, Marge and Crystal, um, people I truly care about, check just like Queen, checking on me every day. Barbecue, I believe it or not, barbecue, checking on me every day. I mean, people that are just like, there's a lot
Yeah.
more to a lot of things. Queen knows because I've sent her. Queen probably wanted to knock me out the other night when I flooded her phone with everything, dude. Because it was just so hard. Like, as I'm trying to explain it, I'm like, you know what? I'll just send everything, and it's just sent screenshot, like just my contracts, all kinds of shit, and
Yeah,
um,
Stephen can. Okay, all right, but let me.
Yeah, I was actually laying down and it just was like bring, ding, 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 ding. I'm like, what the fuck did he just fucking goddamn text bomb my fucking phone?
I was like, she's gonna kick my ass, dude.
But Stephen,
I was like, what in the hell?
the biggest thing that I learned since February, in February, just something snapped in me. With everything going on, I turned 60. You kind of think
Yes, man.
about your life, and the biggest thing is in my real life and on YouTube. And I've said it a million times, but once you can say the words, but once you start living it, it makes all the difference in the world. I do not care what people say about me that I don't value. If I don't value you, I don't value your opinion. Why watch it? Why listen? And I get sent stuff all the time. And I'm sure people in this chat can sit here and tell you my response is 5 letters and 3 laughing faces. IDGAF. And I've never meant, and I just don't go look. I don't care. I saw something today, and I just cried, and I was like, "Well, what the fuck did I do now?" And
Right? It's
and I'm
so
like,
true.
"Oh well," It's like I don't care. I don't watch it. I mean, I just don't. If I value you, then
Well,
I will go watch,
can
but
I
I
say
just
something real
don't.
quick? That's crazy though. What got me this evening was I'm getting sent a live, and I've asked people, please don't send me things. I know they mean it well. I do know that because they're just looking out. But
Yeah,
Steve Fisher actually told me this the other night. He's like, Steven, he said I could tell you 100 times, don't read the negative, don't look at that. He said, I know what you're doing. I worked with, like, he's worked alongside me a lot, not just in Sebastian's case, Jesse Farber's, and there's other ones we work with, or like that I'm with him on. And the thing is like, he says the same thing. It's so hard. He said you could have 200 great comments. And he said that one is what you're
yeah,
focused on. And he
yeah.
said, man, it's literally the devil just trying to get to you. He said, just kind of like what you just said. You got to learn to say screw it. And I
But
get
you
what
do
Queen
it.
meant now.
It's like you're like, no, I want to correct the misinformation, but once you give that up, like saying the words is something, and I said the words forever, but I was still like, every now and then, if it was something really, then and and like I don't even talk shit about. I won't even talk shit about, like, somebody said, hey, let's go, let's catch up and go talk shit about X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, why? Why am I
Right.
going to talk shit behind your back?
Right.
What? You're not even going to hear me talk shit. I mean, why am I going to do this? And I said,
Yep.
but okay, do this for me. Okay, do
Yes,
this for
ma'am.
me. Set goals, and I want you to set a goal. Okay, so you've told people to quit sending you stuff. Okay, and I know they care about you and all the things, but reiterate that to them. Say, unless it's life threatening, you know, or
Camera's
hurts my
on.
No, I
profession,
know. I just want to show y'all
then
something. This
then
is my dad's
please don't send
toolbox.
it to me. Then please don't send it to me.
Oh,
And but then if they do, if somebody does, I want you to set a goal, whether it's 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, and
okay.
you sit that little ADD self down, and you stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because your mind, you go too fast, and then it's like boom, it's done.
This
Set
is
a
probably
goal.
fixing to be bad, but y'all, I just wanted y'all to laugh real quick. So I picked my dad's stuff up, right? Because in the list of stuff was like his toolboxes stuff. I opened this mug. What y'all see right there? It cracked me up so bad. He had this little
Kid
mason
got his
jar.
own apparatus.
Yeah. I was
What
like,
is
well, at
it?
least he went out.
Hi.
What is it? I didn't hear. I didn't see it. Show me
all
again.
right. Hold on. Oh, I gotta jump back up here. His his little mason jar, and then
Oh shit!
it
Hi.
was
Download
sitting out.
all and shit. Okay.
Hi. Pops was just doing life, you know.
I just cracked up when I smiled so big when I seen it. I was like, well, I mean, that was his thing.
Hey, look, my dad. It was so funny when my stepmother died last year. Um, yeah, he always thought I was like perpetually like 9 years old. Like I couldn't drive, I couldn't use the microwave, I didn't know how to, it was just weird. Anyway, he just thought I was 9 years old. So when I flew in, I had his car. He had to go everywhere with me. Well, in Missouri, dispensaries. I had never been to one, right? Well, he said that's where they sell drugs. So
Shit.
I didn't say nothing. So fly back home. I was good and everything. Well, when he
That's why I crack
passed,
up about that, because if you knew my dad back when he was young and healthy and him working at the sheriff's department, and then see, I just have always cracked up about that. I was like, man, ain't it funny how the shoes just flip right there, man?
look, but look, baby, and he lived in a really small town in Missouri, and I got like I don't know 50 million cousins, right? And everybody knows everybody. And so when he passed, I went to the dispensary, right? Well, all I had was his car, which is now my car, right? So I pull up and I'm like, oh shit. I said, Lord, I said, Dad, somebody gonna see your car here. I said, it's gonna be all over. I said, I'm so sorry. I said, but it is. And I had never been to one, and I so bad wanted to call Queen and FaceTime her and be like, hey, go in here with me because I don't know what I'm doing. But it was hilarious. But it's just, and you have to think of the good times. Don't think about all the bad stuff. Don't think about the him talking out of his head and all that stuff. Like I said, infection and all that stuff and everything. Just
No, he was an amazing stepdad, man.
I
He was great, man. There was time. You know what, Ro? He was old school. Like, yeah, we got our ass beat. We got. Let me tell you, there was it was a thick black leather belt named Betty, and I hate that fucking name, but boy, I especially hate it now. Just saying, but man, he would wear our ass out.
shoot. Hey, look. Hey, look. My dad's nickname was Mr. Catholic, right? He had three priests that did his funeral. Two came from out of town to do it, right?
Oh wow.
Okay. We called him Mr. Catholic.
That's my
Try
dad
drinking.
too.
Try drinking holy water in third grade. Look, Sister Constance beat my ass, called my mama. Then I got home, my mama beat my ass and told me my daddy was gonna beat me. My dad took off his belt. I stood there with my little hands on my hips, and I said, I don't care. I'll never be sick again, because I thought my insides were blessed. I thought I was gonna live forever. And yeah, he didn't even beat me for that one. But yeah, my daddy had a black belt, and now this was I'm old,
That's when they
okay?
made him good too, though. You know.
Huge, yeah. But look, my daddy had the white belt, okay? He had the I'm taking mama out to dinner white belt, 1972, right? Yeah, he had the white belt. She had the white go-go boots, and he had the white belt.
That's
Boy,
awesome.
that white belt would tear you up. That white belt was worse than that black belt, I'm telling you. Yep,
I don't know, man. He would wet that shit sometimes.
I swear.
Hey, when I stole, it didn't help me later on in life because you think I learned my lesson. I stole this class ring when I was in junior high school. And dude, he's like, I'm about to give you 3 licks. My brother, and what was funny is my brother Matt had just gotten in trouble. He's the one that's a doctor now, which is ironic. This mug comes in there and he's got a thin yearbook stuffed in his pants. So
Yep.
he takes his whippings like a champ.
Mm-hmm.
And Dad never said shit about it. And I get ready, man. I'm like running up the wall and all kinds of shit. He's like, "No, now it's gonna get. I'm gonna wet it now. You better hold still." Man, there's one thing you didn't do is back talk him, and you better stand still, because if not, he's like, it ain't abuse. You're the one that jumped. It's like you got your
The
legs.
the biggest mistake I ever made one time is I ran from my mama. She had a yardstick. My mom, anything that was in her hand was, whether it be a shoe while she was driving, she'd take it off. She didn't care. So I ran from my mama. She had a yardstick. I ran around her kitchen table. Shit. I found out how long a yard was.
I know. Well, dude, it was funny, man, because it was very rare that we would ever get whipped by him. But,
Yeah.
man, when he brought that, that's when you know you screwed up. Like,
Yeah.
but other than that, like, dude, man, he would take us caving. That's where my love for fishing came from. It was him and his uncle Jeff. You
Yeah.
know, his brother had just passed away of colon cancer, which is crazy because uh, he had beat it. And in last April, when I had the carcinoids, um, I was talking to him about it, and his came back in July with vengeance, man.
Yeah.
And I watched a part of my dad go, I think, when he died. And
See, and all that's a puzzle. You know what I mean? That's part of your dad's life, and that's what I'm saying. Just I think the best thing I ever did was find
it's
a
just,
therapist,
yeah.
and it only
Well,
took about 2 months, but I finally found a really good
I'm
therapist.
seeing one 5 days a week, and she says she's going to call me Saturday. So make sure. And
Yep.
she said if I miss an appointment, I'll just put it this way, she's going to make sure I go somewhere. It's been bad
Yeah.
though. Like, and I just
Yeah.
being honest, like this is probably the hardest shit. And there's a lot more to it.
Yep.
That
Don't.
Queen can share with you offline,
No.
but it's just crazy, man, because I'm gonna tell you
Well.
this, Ro, I've never hated anybody in my life. I really mean this. Never hated anybody in my life until this year. Um, well, part of going into the end of last year into this year, because I ain't gonna lie, I was so naive to think, oh, people can't go real life. Internet's not like that. These people are just trolls, or they just no. And boy, did I learn a reality check real quick. And I'm not innocent. And everybody's like, no, because I partaked in stupid shit, and I shouldn't have. And I wish I would have learned certain lessons, especially being involved with missing or searching for a child. Period. If I could redo it all, I would absolutely, but I can't. And that's the thing, is all I can do is take those lessons. And the reality of it is like the problem I have right now is the same thing I'll tell anybody. If you've got ADHD, this is not me blaming it because it's my own problem. I live in a vicious cycle of dwelling, and I, got- I know I can't change it. I know I can't, like, it's over with. There's nothing I could do. But in my damn head, it's the what ifs. And I've gotta let it go. And that's the hardest part I'm having right now. And I guess because I'm trying to grieve, but not only my dad, but everything, if that makes sense. That's
Okay,
gone. And I'm like,
I can help. I can help. So, do you like to read or do you like to listen to audiobooks?
um,
Because if
I
you
the audiobooks, yes. I suck at reading.
okay,
I'm just being honest.
okay, well, and that's okay. That's why I asked, because you said you have ADD. A lot of times people with ADD struggle with reading, but they can do like an audiobook. So it's called um it's by William Wharton,
Okay.
and it's called The Four Tasks of Grief.
Okay.
He intentionally uses the word task because a task is a chore. It's work and it requires effort. Grief is a process. Understanding these tasks may help you understand your journey. Time does not heal all wounds. It's what you do with the time that makes it different.
I got you.
And
That's it.
it breaks it.
What's the name of it again? For task.
It's the
Sorry, I'm writing it down. Believe it or not.
four
Why don't
tasks
you
of
put it in
grief.
back chat?
Yeah, if you don't mind, put it in back chat for me and I'll screenshot it, if that's okay with Queen. Um,
Yeah.
it's see, and that I I was watching this video the other day, where it was not like that, but I get what they're talking about. It's just like you live in the vicious cycle of what ifs and wanting to change something. And the reality is that you can't. It's over with. So how do you step forward over it? And the
Yep.
crazy, like, and it's weird. Like anybody that deals with any type of like, and I don't know how to say it correctly, so I'm not going to say it. But like somebody that deals with like ADHD or another issue like it, right? It's the impulsiveness is what scares me because that is the thing that has always been worse for me. I make impulsive decisions that are irrational, and that's where the usage came from back in the day, where I would make stupid decisions. And here's the thing: is I'm a little bit different of an addict. And I'll just be honest. I chose that path. I get it that people say that we can't help it or whatever, but I felt like nobody forced me to put those down my nose or do this. I did that, and I have to live with that. So I see it from a different end, but I also understand that, like, okay, there's a lot of things that put me into the situation I'm in. But again, like I was able to beat all that, and this right here is holding me back now, and like I can't do that because I spent I'm gonna just say this if it's okay, and I'll shut up. But I spent my entire life running. It's what I'm good at.
Same.
Never,
Me too.
yeah,
I'm
and
a
it's
runner.
because it's not that I'm not trying to face reality as much as I don't know how to. I don't know how to face this, and this is the first time. I wish they could write a book. I wish there was something, a step to of like, hey, this is the first time in my adult life, and I'm being dead serious, that I have had something like this happen that I have not ran and gotten messed up. I can't. My kids need me. My wife needs me. I can't just run now, and I'm having to
You need
face it.
you. You need you.
Yeah, yeah, and
Okay.
it's the crazy part.
So this book might help because it breaks it down into 4 tasks or 5 tasks, I guess. The first one is to accept the reality of the loss. The second one is to work through the pain of grief. Third is to adjust to an environment without the deceased. And the fourth is to emotionally relocate the deceased to a place of memory. And now the stages of grief, they don't come in order. They ebb and they flow. Some don't come on any. Some days you won't have any. That you'll feel fine. You wouldn't even believe that you had a loss.
Well,
But
so weirdly today. Like I woke up, I'm decent mood. I had worked so much that I'm tired, right? And so I'm kind of just going through the motions. And then when I get the call, it was like it took you back to reality. So I exactly know what you mean right now. Like I get that. Um, that's a scary thing too, just to be honest. Because again, it's another thing that I'm used to running from.
right. And when a runner can't run, you have to figure out some other way so that those feelings don't come out sideways and you don't fuck everything up, right?
Right.
Can
Yeah.
I say something real quick? I don't want to interrupt, but did you listen to you just a few minutes ago when you said that when you were in addiction, you would always run or whatever you said, and then but now you're thinking I can't just run to the drugs. I got kids to take care of. I got to do this. You
It,
realize you didn't just run, you're actually thinking about it, you're processing it. So you've
Yeah.
grown a lot is what I wanted to point out,
I appreciate that. It's not.
because you're not running right to that thing to get rid of your woes. You're
No.
actually thinking about it, right?
Yeah, and I appreciate you saying that. I think because I my wife said that. Like I'm gonna tell y'all, man. My wife, the other day did catch a little bit of flack, but my wife had already been steps ahead. So Friday, I won't say too much about it, but my therapist had been contacted. Um, Also, my medicine had run short, and she's supposed to refill it, and did not. I went into the weekend without my medicine, and I did not get it until Monday, and so it made everything a lot worse. So And it's not nothing like that. It's like I can't even say it, Prevel or some shit like that. I can't. It's some type of depression med, but kind of like Effexor, but I don't like Effexor because I call that the fuck it all. Legitimately, my wife was on that for postpartum, and that was, man. Let me tell you, I don't know how you women do that. That was the hardest thing I've ever watched in my life outside of what I'm dealing with. It was to watch somebody I truly, I mean, love with all my heart, and I can't help her. All I can do is be there and to watch the disconnect and try to help her along the way. And I know there's so many other women that's went through that. I couldn't imagine that for y'all. To be honest, that's a hell no. I don't know how you deal with that. To be honest, that was hard to watch, and
But
she pulled through, man.
every medicine works different for every person. So it affects might not have worked for you, but it works for somebody else. So, you know, it,
Yeah.
it's, and especially, psych meds and antidepressants, all the inhibitors and all the things, they work different on different people. They're very, very patient specific.
Well, that's why they put me on. So my wife. This is gonna sound so cliche,
Well,
man.
just be careful. Don't overshare,
No,
baby.
I'm not. My wife. No, I think this is actually a healthy thing to actually say because, because of my addiction, I was so scared to get help for ADHD because obviously my stuff was opiate related. I never liked. I can't drink coffee because it makes me sleep. Like I know it sounds crazy. That shit puts me to sleep, and I was scared that okay, well, wait a minute though. I've always been told that these are uppers and these are this, and I'm like, I know me. I can't do this. But then I started going, and it took like 3 weeks. Did a gene site study and all this other stuff, where they show I was MTMFHR, which they call the motherfucker gene, um, which is funny as shit if you ask me. But it's there's two types of what do they call that when it's mutations. There you go. Somehow I ended up with the Val gene, and which is a carrier of autism, linked to be carrying autism, which explains my son actually because he's Valmet, and my wife's Met. So, but anyways, where I'm getting at with this is the only way I would do this is if she was on board with giving me my XR stuff in the morning every morning, and I had no access to them. And I still do that way because I feel safer that way. And I feel more comfortable taking the med, knowing that I have no control over it and she does. And it's what's best for me. Now,
That's
not
a
saying
good
it's what's
rule.
not what best for everybody, but I know my addiction better than anybody.
Yep.
And I'm like, especially for times like right now, I I mean, not saying I would, but there's the impulsive side of me that would say, man, just you could take another one. You know what I mean? And it's not worth it. So it was best that she keeps them, and I'm thankful for that. I just never knew about the depression meds because I had actually just started on this journey, and man, nobody told me that when you don't take those damn things, that it can make life hell real fast.
Oh, the
So
discontinuation effects. Oh my god. Yeah, oh god. I'm so sorry, buddy. It can
dude,
send
Well, Stephen,
so low
I'm really
so
proud of you. I mean, I know that you feel like you're maybe not doing as good as you should, and I personally think you're doing excellent. I really do. I think that tomorrow, what you've got to do, it's going to be hard. Let yourself cry. If you pick up something and you laugh, I did. Like I told I told my daughter there was this old picture of my dad and one of his brothers, like when they were kids. It was a beautiful like studio picture, photograph and everything. It was in a frame in his bedroom. And we didn't have much room, and I said, I don't care about the frame, I just want the picture. So I told my daughter, I said, go take that picture out of that frame and I can pack just the photograph. Well, she takes it out, and we find all this paper taped to the back of this picture with all of this information on it about pensions and this wild shit, that I needed. I mean, I guess I didn't need it because I found all the paperwork in his desk and everything, but it was like, what the heck? And I just cracked up laughing, and then I felt so bad, and look, I sat at a funeral home with my aunt and uncle. I'd never buried a parent before. I mean, I mean, my dad did the step when, you know, he made all the plans for my stepmother and everything, but I had never done like I felt like I was alone doing this. So we're sitting there and we used to always laugh like, you know, we said it since I was a kid, like, oh, if Dad found out how much, my wedding cost, he'd have a stroke, right? Okay, well, Dad had a stroke, right? So we're sitting at the funeral home and somebody said something about something. And I said, oh God, I said, Dad had a stroke. And then I felt so bad about saying, and my face, I was just like, oh my God, I cannot believe I said something so hideous. And my aunt starts laughing. Then the funeral director starts laughing. Then I was like, okay, I guess I could. And so we're sitting in a funeral home, making all these arrangements. And we're just cracking up laughing. I was like, I'm so sorry. So whatever you feel tomorrow, just let yourself feel it. If you feel tears, you feel tears. If you feel laughter, you feel laughter. Just like you shared what was in your dad's toolbox, it brought you a laugh. Don't feel guilty about laughing. Just don't. I did. Just don't.
I'm not, no, I don't at all because it makes me smile when I think of him. 'Cause he would always giggle. He giggled so much. He said, "That's how you knew," because he'd come by and I'm like, "Yeah, you're three sheets in the wind, man." He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right, can I
But,
just sit here and hang out?" I'm like, "Yeah."
when we moved to the beach, my dad, he would watch every storm. I think he thinks the only beach in the whole United States was in Florida, and I don't even live in Florida, right? And I live right next to Florida, but he 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 would watch all these hurricanes. He would call me about every 3 hours, and I'm like, Dad, we're fine. It's okay. It ain't gonna hit us. It's gonna hit so and so. It's not. And this was last year. I mean, he would worry himself sick, And so this year, June 1st, my husband looked over at me and he goes, well, damn, who's gonna call and check on us? I said, oh fuck. I said, I guess it ain't gonna be Dad. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do this hurricane season without every 3 hour calls from Dad, going, you know. And then he had a beach app thing to where he could look at our flags on the beach. And if they were red flags, I'd get a phone call. He'd be like, "Don't go out in the water." And I'm like, "Dad, I'm not. I'm not.
Bro, I
I
just
mean
got
it."
my. I just looked at what the name of my stuff was. You ever heard of Prestige?
Uh huh.
I,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm on.
I just
Good.
stopped. I came off of Prestige about a year and a half ago. I was on Prestige for probably 4.5 years.
Was it a good med at first? Like,
Oh
if
God,
you
it
don't
was
mind me
wonderful.
asking.
Listen, it was absolutely wonderful for me. The only reason that we changed was that my panic attacks were getting, like, I was still having a lot of panic attacks. And so we changed from Prestige to Vibrid. But I had genocyte testing done and I have an extra half chromosome. So it makes me super disabled.
Oh
I could
wow,
wear a cape. Yeah, I could wear a cape. I mean, it is what it is. You have an extra half chromosome, causes a chemical imbalance, and it is. I mean, welcome to depression. And
I bet that was very. I mean, how long? How many? If you don't mind me asking, how many years did you have to go through all this before learning about it? Because I bet that was
um,
a hard. I bet that was rough.
so I started about 27. I kind of realized that maybe I might have been drinking a little bit more and living a more promiscuous lifestyle
Yeah,
than all my other friends, and like everybody else was starting to settle down, and I am still like, fuck no, we're like, it's bar 30, yo, let's get to the bar and partying and stuff. And then um I did kind of a pharmacological tour, Effexor, Prozac, um Uh,
That's what she had told me, that because the SNRIs, that's how she labeled them or something. She
yeah,
said it'll take. She said every person literally reacts different. That's why we did that whatever pharmacology test thing.
genocyte testing,
Yeah, there
and
you go.
it gives you a chromosomal breakdown of what medications will work for you and what medications won't in the stoplight format, green, yellow, red. And it actually, I mean, like, that's what we base everything off of. And I switched from Prestige to Vibrant. Now, you have to understand, Stephen, Prestige's discontinuation effects will start within, I mean, like, you got to take your pill at the same
It felt
time
within like 4 hours.
Yes, you can be
It
up
was.
to like, you have to take your pill at the same time
Yep.
every day, because if you take it an hour to 2 hours late, you can already begin to, and the brain zaps that'll happen from that are absolutely debilitating. So you need to make sure that you always, always, always are watching your prescription level, and you take it at the same time every day.
My dad used to have to get his blood levels checked for a medicine called lithium, and I don't even. My mom's a nurse. I was trying to understand that, but I don't know. That mind boggled me too. But the marina is man. I wish more people were from around here. I tell, because I just got to brag on her, if it's okay. A name drop it, which is Heal Thy Mind. Dude, she's amazing, man. And when my wife reached out to her and everything was going on, that the only thing, and I don't blame her for the med thing, man. I really don't. Walgreens got to where they'll damn order everything. They don't have it in store no more, and that was the whole problem. Like, they
It's
literally did not have it.
crazy. It is crazy right
It,
now.
it is, man.
Yeah, Walgreens can be terrible.
It's I was in line behind a lady a couple months ago, and her son is on Adderall, and it had been like 2 months that it had been back ordered,
Oh my
and
god,
she had gone like up into the state, like hours away, trying to get it for her son, and
that's a
she's
mother's love right there, buddy.
and it's just horrible what she was going through, but it's so common now.
I just feel like they're over, and I hate to say this, Ro, but it's so so I had to go. Marina, she was like, I can't just prescribe it. She made me do, dude. It was like 22 hours of testing. Then I had to do the
Hmm.
gene site. Then I had to do chromosomal, whatever the crap that was, and then, dude, and then she was like, okay, this tells me that you're actually ADHD, so I can let's start figuring things out. And I was like, okay. And I mean, it was a whole month and a half process essentially before she would put me on the meds. But she explained to me about 5 years, well, 4 or 5 years ago, that it was so popular amongst college students and
Oh
getting
yeah,
that it was getting overprescribed. And that's
right.
essentially what we're seeing now. And now it's a little bit safeguarded and gotten better, but those people are still on those meds because they can't just quit them.
And look what Pam J just said in chat. She said, I waited a week for insulin.
That right there pisses me off.
You
That
know,
my brother Matt's a type 1, and my dad was a type. I can't stand that.
yeah. So it's not just a certain med or whatever. It's just, it's just horrible. It just is. But
That's
Well,
crazy.
unfortunately, the CVS chain in the Midwest has had a rash of pharmacists unaliving themselves. There
That's
were
wild.
three. There were three in a very small geographical region that happened within like a month, in like a month's time span. Um, it's been it's apparently an alarming epidemic, and if you're a pharmacist, you've got like a 75% greater chance of self-harm.
That's so. I seen that's
that and
wild,
dentists.
man.
Dentists, too. Do you know
I seen
that?
that with the dentist thing. I thought that was
Uh-uh.
always crazy.
Well, nobody likes the dentist. You know what I mean? You don't say,
That's
hey,
true.
I can't wait to go to the dentist. Everybody's
That's
terrified of you.
that's
And,
so true. I hate
you
going.
know what I mean? you know. But you know,
You know what's crazy? Somebody mentioned in the comments about Folkland, and that so 80. I keep forgetting I can say a lot of things on here, but I'm trying to be respectful of Queen's panel. It's but on Adderall, I I was procrastinating. Like it made me get stuck, and I couldn't stand it. And then I got moved to the V1. I can't even say the damn word. Um, Vivance. There you go. That one made me angry as shit. My wife's like, "No, hell no."
and
After
that's why I say it's so individual. You know, it is so with those medications. It's so, but you know, Adderall. I mean, if you don't need the Adderall, if you need the Adderall, then it calms your brain down to where you can think. If you don't need it, it's like speed. So that's why it's so big on college campuses, is because you're cramming for exams, you know.
Well,
um
that's she. So let me ask you something. So my Marina has said that's why, uh, especially given my past with the addiction, XR is the best way for me.
right.
And I'm she said it's like 50% rapid, 50% extended or some shit. I
Mm-hmm.
don't. And
Mm-hmm.
Folkland was weird because its dosage is way different. So like technically, I guess what's a 20 or or 30 of AD is a 40 of Folkland. I might have that backwards, but I know I'm taking right just before that, and it's been amazing. Like it's a game changer. I'm not procrastinating no
Good.
more. The only part that sucks, I do feel like it kind of amplified maybe
Eh,
depression, but I don't know.
but and that can also be situational. You've been going through a lot even before you lost your stepdad. He was going through big life changes, being sick, having surgery, you know, all the things. So, you know, and
Absolutely.
then just like you said, from the end of last year to this
Oh
year,
my gosh, it's
all the
2:30.
where, you know, so it might not be the medication, it might be just the what has been going on in your real life, you know, that kind of, you know, but
Yeah,
just know
no,
that, you
you're
know,
right, 100%.
there's not one medication that you're going to take at one dose the rest of your life. So be open to change when that change comes, because receptor sites are used and all the things. So,
You
you
know what Marina said, bro? She said, Steven, she said, I ain't never seen somebody eat like you do on that. Because I was telling her, I was like, I can't stop eating. I was like, I
yeah,
was eating. Dude, it had the opposite effect. My wife was like, Steven, I'm gonna make you go get your own damn groceries. So
yeah.
so maybe you'll stop eating because I'm
And I
tired of
bet you
buying
money.
them.
I bet you money you was getting the medium sized mixing bowl out to make you a bowl of cereal, wasn't you?
Hell yeah, it was. Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Fruity Pebbles.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew you was a cereal eater. I know it.
Damn Fruity
Forget that
Pebbles,
cereal.
man.
Forget that little pretty cereal bowl. Now I'm gonna get the small to the medium mixing bowl, and we just gonna do it. Yep.
Well, I love her to death, but she always gets the small damn boxes, and I'll eat that shit in like 2 days.
Yep.
But well, guys, it's 2:30. Queen, thank you so much for letting me come up and hang out. Bro, thank you so much for everything, and Ange, thank you so much too. And I'm sorry about y'all's man. That's a lot
Well,
of
you're
loss
in
and
my
stuff.
prayers, baby. You are in my true prayers. You are in them,
No,
and just
I
know
appreciate you more than you know. Just so you know, because I
everything's a
see you
life
clueless.
lesson. If you don't have trials in your life, you never learn. You know what I mean? You don't really learn. I mean, you kind of learn from good stuff, but you know, it's those real, you know, bring you to your knees times that teaches you life lessons. And
I don't
quit
know.
watching shit. Cause
I
I'm
know.
gonna beat your ass. I swear to God. Let me come over to your channel and find you talking about somebody. Man, I'm gonna wear you
Hey, no,
out. You hear me?
I've been awesome about that. Actually, I just talk
All
shit in the
right.
comments.
What now? Don't even do that. Let me find up. Let me find it. All right,
We
everybody
all
talking about
talk some
some.
shit. We
I
all
know,
talk
but you know what
shit.
I mean. Where it bothers him and all that stuff. Don't give them
Yeah,
people
for
that
sure.
energy. Don't
Marge
waste
just
your
said.
energy on folks that don't matter.
Marge just said, "How the hell am I still up?" That's the other part I hate about this, the depression shit and everything else. Because, dude, like, man,
You can't sleep.
hell no, man.
Can't turn your
Yeah, it
mind
fucks
off.
up your sleep. Fucks. So yeah, I get it. I
Yep.
understand.
I
I don't
fell
know,
asleep for an
Queen.
hour
I
and
don't know
woke
how.
up.
I'm being serious, man. Thank you. That's all I can say is from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, and
It's all
everybody,
good,
Row and
man.
everybody.
It's all good, bro.
But know this, like,
Take care.
I truly mean this. You're in my prayers, dude, because what you're going through is difficult. And
Hey,
Mm.
every day gets better. You know what I'm saying? Every day
yeah,
gets better.
for sure. Well, guys, I'm gonna hit the bed, man. Thank y'all so much for letting me hang out, and thank
All right,
y'all for
we'll
the
catch you on the flip
nice
side,
comments.
man.
All
All
right,
right, and hey, tell your wife to start buying that big box of cereal. Go to Sam's.
shit. Right now, she's
Go to
yelling.
Sam's.
See y'all.
Take
Go
care.
to Sam's. Get you some Apple Jacks and some Fruity Pebbles.
No, I don't know about the Applejack. Well, I mean, I'll stick with the Fruity Pebbles. See ya.
Fruity Pebbles are good. You gotta eat them quick though, or they become soggy. When you eat
Well,
Fruity
I had
Pebbles, you can't be distracted. You're on a mission. You got to eat them while they're crunchy. Once they get soggy and waterlogged, it's gone.
my own little addict adventure the other day.
What'd you do?
I bought a pack of cigarettes because in my brain, the
Mm,
cigarette was going to relieve the stress. Like it was going to put me back into that calm mode that cigarettes did. And I just couldn't get there. So after the first time of having like doing 8 counties in 2 states and multiple stops and not having my brand of cigarettes at any of the places I stopped. This last little adventure, I went ahead and found a gas station that I knew for sure would have them, and I just happened to have a $10 bill. I will shit you not, I've had 2 cigarettes out of it. Out of those 2 cigarettes, I had 2 drags off of them. I choked, I coughed, I
yeah,
sputtered. They tasted awful. I was really disgusted at how awful my mouth tasted, how horrible it smelled.
yeah,
And I learned that even though I don't smoke cigarettes, going back and starting to smoke cigarettes again isn't going to work for me.
right. Did you throw the cigarettes away or did you keep them?
Oh, they're laying right here, but
Yeah,
listen, I'm
but
not.
see, I don't think that's a bad thing. I just don't, because sometimes when you don't have
Are you
something,
done vaping too?
No, I am still using a vape, but I've really been cut back. I've really cut back on that as well because I just really it might be time to just not have that in my life anymore. That might just be it might be time to let it go. Maybe because I'm worried about a health ramification. You know, once you start to hit 50, things are different in life. So, and come spring, it'll be the big
That's
5-0.
right.
yeah,
So,
and you'll be ready when you're
yeah,
ready. You'll know.
but I couldn't believe that I thought I could go back to a cigarette to feel better. And oh God, it tasted so awful. I'm not even kidding you. It was worse than the
Yep.
first cigarette I ever smoked in my life. You get that, Duchess? Oh no, I like 60 oh,
I had quit smoking cigarettes before we moved, and then I guess we lived here about 6 months. And I vaped, but then I started smoking, and now it's like now I can't vape because it makes me cough. But smoke, I don't know. But yeah, I need to do something.
yeah, no,
I did that Shantix one time, and that's when the
oh
frogs
God.
talked to me that one night, and I said, "No, fuck this, nope, ain't doing it." Woke up Pepe at 1 in the morning, told him 3 frogs were saying my name, made him get out of bed and look at the frogs. It was so real, and yeah, that was that Shantix.
I had to be rapid detoxed off of that. It really set
Man,
me up.
I just flat out quit it, and they said you can't. I said I ain't
Nope.
having frogs talk to me. No, nope, nope. So that was some wicked medicine. But I'm proud of you. Good. I'm glad, because some people like when I started smoking again, it's like I know exactly what you're talking about. And I know exactly what you're talking about. And I was like, but it did calm me down. I was like, oh, well, I'll just get used to the taste again. And I did. So,
See, I couldn't. Oh man, I almost had to pull over. Like it was either pull over and get sick or put it out.
mm,
And I instantly put it into the ashtray, and I was grateful that I hadn't taken all the ashtrays out. That because I still have one on the front porch, and then I have one in my car. And I was grateful that I had the ashtray, because otherwise I probably would have started a wildfire. Because I would have not even thought twice and tried to throw it out the window. So because there was just like smoking it was not an option. I was, oh shit. And then I lit one. I grabbed my pack the other day. It was just such an automatic response. I was on the phone. I was talking away. I walked in, I saw him, I grabbed it. I went outside, I lit it, and instantly, like, I had to
yeah.
excuse myself from the conversation and I put it in the ashtray, and I was like, oh, good God, that is the dumbest move that I made in a long time. Well, not
But
since the day that I bought the cigarettes. So,
but don't throw them away for a little bit. You know, it's like when
I
I've gone
won't.
on a diet. It's like I can't go on a diet and not have chocolate in the house. I'm not gonna eat it if it's here, but not knowing it's here makes me insane. You know what I mean? Like it drives me nuts. Like, like if there's no chocolate in the house, I'm not gonna eat it if I'm on a diet. I'm really good. I can stick to it. I've got great willpower. But if it's not here, I'm gonna obsess about not having it. You know what I mean? I know
Yep.
that sounds
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's just the not having it, and I have to have it in case I want it, but I'm not gonna want it. I'm gonna have the willpower, but it's like I have to have the control over whether I have it or not. Yeah, yeah.
I wanted to tell Stephen a little bit about infection. I was up here when I first went to the hospital. I was up
Hmm.
here on panel all day, just playing on my Switch and eating cereal and whatever. B Tim makes fun of me about that. But by that night, I was in the hospital, septic and like out of my mind.
Yeah,
And yeah, and then the second time, I didn't even realize that the infection had come back and it hit me again, and I ended up septic again. I almost punched my husband,
I remember you
and I have
telling me that
never,
story.
never even as much as pushed him or ever raised my hand to him or anything. And he's like, I was like, I could just punch you right now. He goes, well, do it. And I raised my fist to him, and I was like, oh. And I mean, they had to actually, my husband had to call the ambulance, and the fire department had to come because I was just
Combative.
so
Yeah,
out of my mind.
yeah.
And that was the
Well, that's
infection. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not a violent person. But yeah, I actually sent a little note to the ambulance drivers and with some cookies, and
oh,
I felt really bad because of how I was.
yeah. And they didn't even think a thing about it.
No, but that's
I
infection.
know.
It
Yep.
and
Well,
it and it's so because like the second time, I talked to my husband at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and he was on his way home. by by like 4:30 that day, he was calling the ambulance. 4 or 5 o'clock, he was calling the ambulance when he got home, and yeah, he was calling the ambulance because I was completely out of my mind,
yeah.
totally.
I remember you telling me that story. And people don't realize it's like the bacteria releases toxins. They're actual toxins that they release. So it's the bacteria that cause the infection. The infection has their own toxins, but the bacteria also releases toxins. So that's what, you know.
Yeah, it just
What
happens that fast. So I just wanted to tell Stephen like that. That's infection. And my sister, she was a huge diabetic and raging diabetic. And well, when she gave up on life, she had terminally ill anyways. But when the infection, she would see like little dogs running through the hospital and stuff like that. So,
Hmm.
and she was completely out of her mind. And yeah, infection really screws with your head.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, when I had my dental infection, some of the darkest days were right in the beginning when they were trying to get it under control. Oh yeah. Some of those were just, and some of the, like, I can just remember waking up from just some of the worst nightmares during that time. And I went from, like, I got home, I laid down on the couch, I fell asleep for 2 hours, I woke up, and I had a full blown softball in the side of my face.
That's how I was when I had spinal meningitis. The nurse blacked two of my eyes because I started to faint when they were doing my spinal tap. And
Oh,
I kept telling her, I said, I'm going in the tunnel, I'm going in the tunnel. And she had a paper bag, and she was a bitch anyway. And she put that bag, and I had two black eyes. Yeah, she lost her job. Anyway, just because you're a nurse doesn't mean you're a good person. Yep. But I was like that. I'm not a good patient anyway, but I was very, I was, and I had patients that, look, you know those rolly tables, the bedside tables that are in the hospital? I've had one of those thrown at me, you know, and people apologize. I'm like, no, it's fine. I said, I'm used to it. It's fine. You know, you were sick. It's okay. Oh, yeah, spinal
Lindsay,
taps are the worst.
Lindsay Hendricks and Row to Row, exactly. If suddenly a little old person that you love was fine one day and the next day they're not acting quite right, it could be a UTI.
That's the number one thing with elderly.
I just wanted to put that out there so Stephen understood a little bit about the infection. It's
Yeah.
crazy how you can just, I mean, just like that, boom. You know, like the Adam in there said that I was fine all day, that I was talking up here all day with everybody, laughing and joking, and yeah,
Yeah.
just that quick, boom, I was out of it, man. Woo.
Yeah.
And I don't remember a thing.
And
Oh,
Stephen, tomorrow when you're doing that, you know, have a couple people lined up that, you know, if you want to stay on the phone with somebody, that you've got somebody available just to talk to, you know. You know, I don't know if you're going to be by yourself or whatever, but that's what I did until my husband and daughter got there. Um, and in fact, one night I was sitting at my dad's dining room table, and I had messaged Queen, and I was packing up all of his food to donate it to the food pantry, and I was cleaning out his kitchen, and I messaged Queen. She was going to go live, and she said, you can come on panel if you want to, and I said, okay. I said, I'm just kind of foggy. I don't know. And it was the night that it was the night that BJ and them put that doll up of me, you know, and I couldn't help but laugh. I was like, y'all are so fucked up. And then I hopped off panel, but I was just like in a fog, you know, and you know, I mean, I just now this month turned off my dad's phone. How twisted is that, you know? Because I couldn't turn it off, you know, and then it became unhealthy, you know. You don't need to be doing that mess. So. And AT&T, you have to have an original death certificate, not a copy of one. AT&T requires you send them an original one, so that's always fun. But
All
it
right.
all just
We're going to
comes
start
in
this real
waves.
quick.
Unrealistic, huh? Okay.
Yeah. And she is not a very happy camper. So get ready and hold your horses because it's pretty fucking.
Well, I'm gonna
It's
go
fun.
ahead and I'm gonna hop down. I'll be
All right.
listening. All right,
All
bye,
right,
baby.
Biddy. I
Thank you.
appreciate
Good
you
talking
hanging
to you,
out.
Mr. Cheesy.
Bye, Roro.
Bye, bro.
People, hello. How are you? Good to see you guys. My hair's wet. Sorry, y'all. I try to hurry up. I had to get a shower. How is everybody? Welcome. Hold on. Let me fix this. Let me fix my screen. Let me see. How's that? Is that okay? You see me okay? Hi,
What the
Brittany.
fuck just flew out of her screen?
Thank you. Hey, Queen Brown Eyes. Hey, Kathy V. Good to see
I have
you.
no
Hey,
idea.
BJ.
Oh, I think
Hey,
it's the
Irony
bats
Rose.
around
Good
the
to see
outside of
you.
it, maybe.
Pink Life Christina. Good to see you. Randa Smith. Good to see you. Julie Westner. Carolina Moon. Reality. 288 people already. Thank you. Oh, I saw the, thank you so much for our first super chat. I love you too, Queen Brown Eyes. Y'all, I got stung by a bee. Look at that shit. Look at that. You see my thumb? It hurt. I've got to get some Benadryl. Oh my God. So we've had this like bumblebee plague, and I think we found it, but in the process of thank you. Wait a minute. Queen Brown Eyes, thank you so much for the $2, my love. And I love you as well. I appreciate your support. Yeah, it hurt. That I'm not gonna lie. That one hurt worse than the one that got me the other day. On my neck. The one on my, believe it or not, the one on my I just got a shower, my hair's still wet. The one on my freaking thumb hurt way worse. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Yes, thank you, Julie Westner. Hey, Tiffany W. Uno Mono. Fix the names. It's on the creator side in your studio. It's either screen name or at name. In my studio, let me look and see. We got to talk. Oh my Lord, lots going on in true crime, right? Lots going on in true crime, and there's also lots going on. Did you look it up, or you don't?
See, doesn't she look like I described in my earlier dissertation?
Did it? No, I didn't. I just.
Yep.
Can you guys give me just a second? I'm sorry. One moment. All right. Sorry, guys. Oh, okay. Not sure how to change my name to Kitty Catty. I'll have to look. I don't know. Somebody in chat's telling me that we can do it. I'll have to look and I'll try to find out. You guys, give me. I can't do it right now while I'm live. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I just got some. I got some news while I'm live. Let's just keep going. Thank you everybody for being here. If you don't mind, take a second, click that thumbs up. If you want to become a member, this is the last day of the month. Could really use your help if you guys, anybody likes the channel and wants to support, is greatly appreciated. It's not expected, but it's absolutely appreciated, and I appreciate all that you guys do. Thank you to everybody who's staying with me. I appreciate it. I really do. Hey, who knows? Good to see you, PJ, Carolina.
Okay, that was kind of cool. She made that big blowout, and all the bats flew out of her mouth. That was kind of cool.
I think this is from a while ago. I don't think this is recent.
Thank you, Julie Westner. Get out of my chat. Get out of my chat. Let me go ahead. Is subscribers only mode on? I'm so sorry. I just need 1 minute. If y'all can just bear with me. I'm really, really, really sorry. I'm truly sorry. All right. I can't. All right. So let me just, there's numerous things I need to talk about. How many, put a 1 in chat if you're a mod and you're here. Hey, Lolly, Reality, Carolina Moon, PJ. Thank you, Kelsey. I just want to, if the mods don't mind, just please, if trolls come in, y'all please. Look, if you're gonna come here and talk shit, you're just gonna be blocked. You freaking psychopaths. Y'all are so weird. You're so weird. Every bit of you. So here's, not really. To be perfectly honest with you, April, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not okay. How do I even say this? Hey, Josh Duncan. If you're not here for support,
this is our lawyer freak
I'm not going to acknowledge you. I'm not going to talk to you. I don't care how long you waited. If you're not a subscriber,
for a month.
If you're not an actual support of my channel, I don't care. Wait for another 10 fucking years. I hope you wait. And it's, you know what? It's so sad. You waste your life. Totally waste your life.
The mom did run back.
She did. Oh my God.
I played the end of it. I didn't play the beginning part of this. I know I did. We played the end of this. This is the live she just did. But we didn't play the beginning of it. But here's the middle of it. Yeah, we did play the middle. We did play the end of it. We didn't play the beginning of it. She was pissed. We missed all that part. All right, guys. We've been on here a long time, and I'm tired. I got to get off here. I'll catch you on the flip side.
All right. Good night. Thanks for having me.
Good night.
We put in like 7 hours on the other one and like 3 hours on this one. So I'm tired as hell. I got to get off here and chill out for a little bit.
We did a whole day's work.
Fucking right we did. But all right, baby. I'll catch you on the flip side. Thank you for hanging out.
Hey, you're welcome. Thanks for having me today. It was fun.
Yeah, and thanks for carrying it too. I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out and carrying the live stream when I wasn't here. Anyways, I'll catch you on the flip side. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you guys for hanging out, and I will see you guys. Well, I guess it's already 2:40 in the morning, so I'll see you guys later today. Catch y'all on the flip side. QB out.